Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 108.
108 de Mario. It's a me. It's a Mario. It's the off season. It's the off season. Hug your wife. Hug your kids. Touch grass.
Listen, we've all built up a nice honey-do list over the last number of months. This is when you knock all that stuff out, try to get it done before Memorial Day, and then you're all good to go.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Red Cabernet Sauvignon tonight.
Oh, wow. We're not doing like the beer, and now I feel totally left out because I would have totally got a whiskey bourbon. Oh, you know what I do want to do? Because I've seen these. They make bourbon smoke kits. So you can make like your smoky old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned, yeah.
It makes wood chips with it. This is on my this is on my Valentine's Day wish list.
Nice.
I need this.
Now, how do you leave the Valentine's Day gift ideas? How do you leave those hints for the wife, or do you just say it?
I just ordered this online. Thanks, babe. let's
because I love myself.
What do you want? What do you want to get you? Feel free.
I like it. Oh man. All right. So boys, so what do you guys want to know? What should we chat about this week in the middle of the dead zone? Well, we got signing day. Not that means anything anymore.
When's that?
I think it's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Nothing or today. Yeah, I think right. The first Wednesday in February, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, that was such a holiday for us. I would take a day off. We would all take a day off. We would meet with each other. We would celebrate Tracy Howard coming to the U.
Yeah.
It's so
that was fun. It really is tomorrow.
It's been rendered meaningless.
That's incredible.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally. It's sad.
Dude, listen, man, but it just goes
should
with
it go
everything
back?
else in the sport that's been destroyed.
Should it go back?
No, I just think that you keep the first one, and that's signing day in December.
Mm-hmm. Like you don't need a second one.
Why you don't need a second one now.
There is no point, right? I mean, kids can come here whenever they want with the portal.
I think they thought initially only a portion of the kids would commit early, but basically now it's 95%.
Correct.
So it's literally rendered official signing day utterly pointless. There's only one kid, I believe, in the top 100 that hasn't committed yet. So we're doing this all for one child.
Yeah, for one kid, yeah.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah. Well done.
You got the spotlight today.
Hey, I mean, it's the way to do it, I guess.
No,
for him.
Sure.
For him, right?
Yeah.
Huh. I had an interesting conversation with somebody that talking about NIL and the chaos and how college football is just not college football anymore. It's just what we knew it, and the Boston College coach just proves it. And you'll see a lot more of that, I think. But it's just a disaster. The whole thing is just a mess. And this person says to me, take it back. And I said, you can't, it's out of the bottle. You can't take it back. And they say, of course you can. If you go and say, you know what, we messed this up. This is a really bad idea. I'm not saying it's probable. I'm saying it's possible. And you said, no, we're going to go back to just giving scholarships. There's 85 scholarships, and there's still the portal still in place. But NIL is out. And we're going to try to figure out a different solution for everybody moving forward. But for now, nada. College football goes on. It goes on. Everybody still goes to school. Everybody still gets scholarships. Everybody still plays college football. This person's 100% right. I thought they were nuts. And I've thought about it a number of times. And they're right. They're right. You can. Not that they will. But you could do that and rectify a complete fucking disaster that you're in now.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. And maybe I'm where you were when you first heard it, but then you need to think about it more. So maybe I need to think about it for another 24, 36 hours.
Possible.
But here's the thing. So what I think and I agree with you that yes, everything's possible. But first, you are missing a organization that has the credibility among the schools and the fan base to do that. And the NCAA doesn't have that any longer. They're a joke. Everyone's laughing at them. They have zero teeth. They're being sued now. Like they're unraveling at the seams. So you don't have that governing body. So then you would need to create a new governing body, which is fine. And that's maybe the direction that it's going, but you're not now going to take away money from the kids. Like you can't put that back in the bottle, man. Like it's free market. I mean, you can't do that. Like you took the NCAA had 25 years to figure this out. It started with the Ed O'Bannon case with the likeness for the video game back in the day. That's when this started, everybody. Like fucking when I was in my 20s.
In college.
And they did nothing. NCAA and all of their administrators kicked the can down the road. And now you're in a situation. Remember, these aren't NCAA rules. These are state laws. NIL are now state laws in every single state. Every state has their own NIL law that their state institutions have to go by. So this is, we said it when it happened, Scoop. You can't put it back in the bottle.
I'm
as much as we'd like to.
In a bottle.
I can.
Gotta rub me.
You just said that the regulators, not the NCAA.
Nope.
Right, but there is no regulator. Who's a regulator?
IRS.
States. Yeah.
They hired all those new agents.
Shyster. Low key, one of the best heels in WWF history. For those who don't know, it used to be the WWF before the Wild Western Federation of Wildlife people stepped in and said, "No, that's ours." And then it became the WWE. Boys, you can't put it back. I mean, it's a great conversation to have. It's hypothetical, but there's nothing you could do now. And you're right, Toast. They kicked their can so far down the curb at the time 20 years ago, and now they ran out of real estate. There's nowhere to kick it. So there's nothing they could do. The only options they have to make college football a much more manageable and, something clean on the palate is fix the portal. Fix the portal. Let the NIL regulate itself. Let the states regulate the NIL. Let these kids get paid. Fix your portal. Fix the poaching of it. Fix the ability to before a bowl game's even played, you got people leaving left and right. That's not what college football is supposed to be about. Just shift your focus. You know what you need to write off, NCAA. You write off the NIL part of the board. Just write it off. That it's gone. It's burnt. There's nothing you could do. Just salvage what you can salvage at this point. And maybe you're still going to have some relevance for the next couple years, because you heard the announcement, right? The Big Ten and the SEC are now combining to have an alliance. I don't know if this is going to be the same type of alliance that the ACC and the Pac-12 and the Big Ten were trying to form away from the SEC. But again, it seems like a natural carve out, and NCAA once again is going to be holding the bag.
So I was kind of thinking that to fix it all, I think what needs to come into play now is if there's going to be money, there also needs to be now on the other side a binding contract. And I think both for football and for basketball, for NCAA, I think the hoops have been destroyed. College hoops have been destroyed by the one and done. And I think you need to actually now, so in football, what my proposal would be is that once you sign with a school coming out of high school, you're locked to that school for 2 seasons.
I like it.
You then get one transfer opportunity during the course of your career. 2 years in, you can transfer somewhere else. When you go to that next school, you're locked in. That's where you are. That's where you will. That's the final school you're going to be at.
I will say I will give you even another opportunity.
One more, transfer. But you're locked at that second school for 2 years also.
No, but I will give you a one-time. You can play the very next year after the 2 years, but after that, you're going to go back to the old way of doing things where you have to sit out a season.
You can't allow everyone to go into the portal every year.
Second time you have to set out a year.
Go back to the old rules, not the transfer and play right away. 2 years you can transfer and you can play immediately. After those 2 years, if you transfer to another school, then you got to go ahead and play by the old.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah,
you have to prevent. You can't let the whole roster hit the portal every single year. There has to be. These coaches have to know that somebody is guaranteed to come back next year, man, because you're making the job fucking impossible.
There's a delicate scale here, and we're honest. We want the kids to make money. We want the kids to benefit off their name, image, and likeness. Yes, but at a certain point, you can't gut the institution of college football. Scoop said it. What situation on the last episode? What situation are we in that the Boston College coach is basically says, "I'm out. This is a no-win situation for guys like us. I'm going to go off to the NFL." I don't have to deal with this. It's broken. It's broken. And it's your job to fix it. Okay? It's your job to fix it. And it should be an easy sell. Like if there was a collective bargaining agreement, right, boys, and we're on the table of the NCAA. You know how easy this would have been to fix? Guys, we know you want to get paid. You guys want to get paid? You've never been paid before, right? You've never been paid? You want to get money? You want to get paid? All right, cool. We're going to lock you in for 2 years at that school and you can get paid. Deal? Okay, good. That was such an easy negotiation. Yeah. The kids would have went for it lock, step, and key all day long. All day long. But you missed that window of opportunity. There is no collective bargaining agreement, but you can still say retrospectively, yeah, we're going to lock you in for 2 years because that's the price of you being paid. Right. Well, but we need to protect the colleges as well because it's not a fair system.
But the kids that are already at that school are grandfathered in with a no time limit restriction.
Yeah, I don't even care if you do that. That's a great collective bargaining like counter right there. Just by all the kids that are currently in are in the same system. It's just moving forward the 2025 kids, 2026 kids. Fine, done. Everybody else,
it still just ruins a roster, though. It's wild, man.
And then later on, like if you ever want to put term limits in Congress, they're never going to agree to it.
Oh, yes.
They're never going to agree to it. So you know what you do? You put the term limits on the guys coming in and you tell everybody else you're grandfathered. You don't have term limits. Yes. The only way it's going to ever happen.
The only way it's going to ever happen. 100%.
Exactly.
But you said a phrase a couple of times there, Ro, that I got to jump on, and you used the term collectively bargained. And so now I got to go ahead and mention that a ruling came out for Dartmouth basketball players now, for the first time in the history of collegiate sports, NLRB has ruled that they are employees and they are now going to be able to vote to form a union and join the service members union in the state of Vermont or whatever that they're in, or New Hampshire, whichever one they're in. But so this is now, remember, this happened in 2014 with the Northwestern football team, and it didn't go through. They didn't get permission to do it. So this is the first time now that a group of college students, and this is going to be for all sports at Dartmouth. This could, and remember, Ivy League does not give athletic scholarships.
No, they don't.
So it's a whole different financial level there where they're actually monetized off these kids and they're playing, but they don't get an athletic scholarship in return like the big time kids do. So this is going to be now granted, this will be in the courts for the next basically decade, but it's not, but it's just, it's more proof that this whole thing, this whole concept, that this whole model that we've been raised on for our entire lives is literally crumbling down before our eyes. I'm
just curious how they're going to pay their union dues. Where are you getting this money, kids?
Yeah, I'm not sure what sort of Ivy League contract they get for basketball games. I'm not sure how much ESPN is paying for that Ivy League package.
I was like I said, all right, we have to pay our union dues because we're going to go to collective bargaining agreement. Our lawyers are going to go ahead and on our behest, they're going to go ahead and negotiate in good faith. And where's that money coming from? Whole
thing's a mess, bro. It's insane.
There's a reason why there's a reason why they called it Pandora's box, right? Because when it opened, it was never going back right. Pandora had 10 kids, right? It's just not going to be the same.
Well, listen, and we had the clip last week, and I'll double down on it. We are so fucking lucky that he's our head coach right now at this time and place in college football because he loves this shit. Mm-hmm. Like we are, I don't think y'all understand. Like,
no, it's funny. You brought that up, and I listened back. And I was like, man, because he's not leaving.
No.
He's not going anywhere else. Right? That is the guy who, unless you have to take him out in a pine box, basically.
Or he has to win and go to the NFL.
For him to say that he's going to leave.
Right.
And I'd even be shocked that would be the case, because then he wouldn't be able to recruit.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. So it's like you don't even care about kneeling. You don't care about game management. You don't care about any of it, because as this vicious cycle of what college football is continues to implode on itself, you're right. We are so damn lucky that he's at the helm, because he'll still be here and he'll still fight through it and he'll still get to do what he loves most. So
there's not enough. There's no shortage of Cafe Bustelo to slow him down.
That's right. That's coaching. Be damned. I don't even care. Just be happy. I was. Oh man, I had a very brief conversation with somebody today, I hate what they made me consider. They made me
make us consider.
They made me consider taking out like a thimble of Kool-Aid.
Oh,
like a thimble.
What was the case?
It was who it came from.
Oh,
it wasn't necessarily what it was about. It was who it came from.
Someone within the administration?
It was somebody that has an idea what they're doing.
Okay.
And I was like, God, man, I hate you for this. But I'm still not. I'm not the pictures. It's still at Rose House,
bro.
But I've considered a thimble. I've considered just a little tug.
I appreciate you holding out and having some principle, but we all know the week before we go to Gainesville, you're going to be chugging a fucking gallon of that shit.
We will kick the shit out of the Gators. I don't care. I don't care who the quarterback is. I don't care. 45, what did I say? 42-15. Whatever that number was when we went to the Gators last time, 5 years ago. What was that? 45-17. I don't remember, 45-12. Something stupid. Go back and listen. I'll do that. I got the same prediction. It'll be the same. I'm going to go figure out what that was, and it's the same prediction.
Well, along the lines,
somebody tell me. Somebody tell me.
A thimble of Kool-Aid, this week on social, I saw a player. We've seen this comment before. I'd like you guys to weigh in.
Hold on. Football or basketball?
Football.
Stop it. Come on. And bro, enough with that. I don't know who was it.
Yeah, no. What was a comment? I saw it. Yeah, what was a comment?
I'm just saying, don't be a fan later.
Knock it off. We don't be a fan. We do this dumbass show, and we've sucked for 2 decades. So I don't care who it was. Knock it off. That is the dumbest shit. It was funny. It was funny when Red Wine did it, right? I get it when he did it. Now, that's just stupid. Who was it?
It doesn't matter.
I want to know.
No, you're not going to tell us the admin. You're not going to tell us the admin.
It was like a recruit. It was like a recruit. Yeah. It was like a Miami incoming recruit said, "Don't be a fan later." Because that's the echo chamber, right? Red Wine started it. And next thing you know, it just kind of snowballed from there. And now it just comes out of somebody's mouth like it's the word please, right? It's just common vocabulary. They don't even know why they're even saying it. But when they say it, I just want to caution you. I've been a fan longer than you've been alive. Exactly. And we've sucked longer than you've been alive.
Go fuck off, bro.
Don't tell me to be a fan later. No, I need you to be a player now.
I'm old enough to be your fucking grandfather.
Look,
I need you to be a player now.
I'm not poo-pooing on any recruits. It's just a dumb comment.
It's incredibly dumb.
It's just self-awareness, bro. Just you have no idea what you're walking into. I understand that Mario's sold you this beautiful vision, and that's great. I'm glad you bought in. But don't go trying to tell us that we've been wrong the last 20 years to fucking, the shit that we've had to sit through. Go fuck off.
Yeah. Yep.
Good job, bro. Good job,
bro. Just stop with that shit.
Well, you weighed in.
Jesus.
Well, I weighed in, but I'm not telling anybody to bleep off. Jeez,
bro, just don't. You haven't played a snappy. I don't even know who it was, but you haven't played a snappy, and you're going to get in on the fan base, bro. Step back, know your lane, show something first. Then you want to give the fans a shit for not showing up. Go for it, but you haven't played a down yet. Stop.
I know we can make the fanosphere a little bit difficult at times, right? It's difficult navigating fans. Some of us wear this on our sleeve. Some of us take this way too personally. I've never seen so many grown men go after teenage kids just for not picking their school. I get it. I totally do. That's a legit gripe. You could say those things. Hey, you're a grown ass man. Stop getting all up in your feelings about this, boomer. But you can't get on a Miami Hurricane fan with that jazz. Just no. You're playing sour notes. Stop, Dizzy Gillespie.
Talk to any Miami fan that's in their late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and you ask them to just go through the PTSD experiences over the last 20 years, and then just sit down and listen and think about what they've seen. It's been a horror show, bro. It's been Halloween.
On the flip side, and on a good note, though, Scoop isn't drinking a lot of Kool-Aid. A thimble of Kool-Aid is what he said.
For now.
But the roster is still better. The roster the roster is getting there. And I think when Scoop heard information today, it's because he understands that individual, that the roster, and it's all about talent acquisition, it's better. It's better. We have some holes. Every team's going to come in with a question mark in holes. Even the last time we won a national championship, they were like, oh, we have some concerns about their defensive line. Our defensive line held up pretty damn good. We'll see. But I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. I know we have a quarterback in the house. I know we have several quarterbacks. I like the quarterback competition, what just happened, and we'll go. We'll play with it.
Yeah, I think that for me, that stands out above anything else. And you're going to have the trenches. We had the trenches last year. We had the offensive line. We had the defensive line. Now, we did have a few guys hurt on that D-line, still played well. That D-line now, even deeper, will be better. Messidor back. Dean back. Is Dean back?
You know what's crazy? Yeah. No, Dean left.
No, Dean's gone.
No, Dean's
gone. Senior Bowl?
Messidor's back. Yeah. Nigel Leak is back. So you like this... The trenches are, you would expect them to be, but the QB room for me is the room that I'm now saying, okay, because now you've got some serious, you've got serious talent in that room, and you're going to have at least 4 of them, right? After spring ball, you'll have at least 4 going into the season. And we know what Cam's capable of. Haven't seen him behind this type of offensive line ever. So how is he going to stack up? And from all accounts, Puff Daddy is better than advertised.
Well, so that's my question for you then, Scoop, because you inferred to it. If you were to pick which of the 5 scholarships quarterbacks might transfer out after spring, who would you put your money on? Because I'm thinking it's between Pop and JB, right? Pretty much. Emery's not going anywhere. Judd's just coming in. Cam is here. So it's between those 2 guys. You got 5 guys in the room.
Yeah, I'd have to say, I don't think Pop's going anywhere.
Neither do I.
I mean, he came here for a reason. He came here to compete. Yeah. And
he's got 2 years.
It might be the following year. It might be the following year. Whoever wins the competition outright, the other one will.
Right, because Pop still has one more year.
Yes. So if he lost the competition next year to JB, then.
Yeah, but he has one more year, but does he still have a red shirt year if he doesn't play?
Don't know. Look, I'll just say it now. I don't care who's here next year. I don't care who's here next year.
Oh, here we go.
Tell me I'm wrong. You don't think Luke Nickel comes in and Brad Kai is this shit from the jump?
There's a chance. Absolutely. There's a chance.
I would say no off the rip, but whoever the incumbent starter that would be picked, if he gets off to a slow start, you could see that's
give him another year.
Make the change.
Give him another year. He's going to have another year. I think Luke Nickel is probably going to be the best recruit we've had come here since I can't even tell you when. Cam's just incredible.
Not Ward. Cam Newton's extremely high on his protege. So obviously he plays for a 7-on-7 team. We'll see what happens. Kids the goods.
All right, I want to take a quick break, but we're going to get into a tweet that went out from Alonzo Highsmith today that I want to get into, or I should say yesterday. But first, we're going to talk about our people. They start with a B, the Bange family. Hey, Paul, give me a call.
Paul hey, Bange I'm Roofing. Paul.
9.
Give me a call.
8 1 roof. The roof is leaking. You don't need more water. You just give Paul a call. Hi, I'm Paul. Give me a call. 981 roof.
Wow, the lyricist
serious question. Has anyone called them based on us telling you? I know they have. 1,000%. I have. Look, I've
listen.
Many quotes.
Mm-hmm.
When I know you've been killing it too, Scoop, but we're like, who is that like Western guy, from the movie Tombstone? Was it Doc Holliday? And or was it Billy the Kid?
Huckleberry.
I'm your
or was it Billy the Kid? And he literally is that I'll make you famous. Listen,
Oh, that's Billy the Kid. I'll make you famous. That's Emilio Estevez. Yes.
981 roof. We're gonna make it famous. we're gonna make it famous. Blue tarp season. We're gonna make that famous. And we're Bange. Like we're gonna make that famous too. It's gonna echo in your brain. And when you need a blue tarp, thank you, AI Row. And when you need a blue tarp, you're gonna immediately know blue tarp 981 roof. Blue tarp 981 roof. Blue tarp 981. We're conditioning you, but it's a good condition. You need to have a roofer on call. You're going to need one. You live in South Florida. Come on. And they're huge hurricane fans, big time hurricane fans. They have great seats. I promise.
Yes, they do.
So that's look, that is a great point to this. We do these advertisements because we have our partnerships and we've had them over the years. But these guys are huge Canes fans. Huge. So like you use them, you're supporting your fellow brethren, right? Mm-hmm. That's the truth. They're not just some random company that's paying us to spit their names out. 981 Roof. Call them. If you have a roof and no issue too small. Very true. Like, I think their most popular service is roof repair. It's not even re-roofs. Mm-hmm. Roof repair is their top service. So, no issue too small. Call them, people. Do it. I'm Paul. Give me a call.
Last thing with Paul Baines Roofing.
Yeah.
Last thing with Paul Baines Roofing.
Yeah.
What?
They're full metal jacket, baby. In terms of your roof needs, anything you want.
Ooh, anything?
Anything you want. All right. Hey.
Talk about your balls.
Oh.
You know it's cold. I got
two of them.
I got a hoodie.
Me too.
If I got a hoodie, that means it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens when it's cold? Mm-hmm. Well, you don't need that on your balls, though. You don't need a sweater and a hoodie on your balls.
No.
You just don't. Okay? You don't need it. What do you need, Toast?
You need to get a little crop reviver, a little crop
preach.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You got to spray your balls down. You got to get you got to get the balls trimmed. You got to get the extra fluff away from there. You got to put that lotion on them daily so they don't get all frostbitten and wrinkly. Listen, you don't want them hanging low as you get older. You got to tighten up that scrotum a little bit, and you use the crop reviver and everything.
Is this where I say hallelujah?
There you go.
Amen.
Hallelujah, baby.
Woo! Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I feel
Secure them testicles.
Talk to me.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Manscaped.
Promo code
Manscaped,
baby.
Take me to Manscaped Church.
The Lord came down, and on that 11th commandment, he said, keep your balls clean.
Yes, he did.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but it sounds great.
Yes, he did.
Moses said, keep your balls clean, people. Keep them clean.
Yeah. Amen.
Preserve those nutsacks.
The ark?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no,
sure.
he parted the Red
there was
Sea.
plenty of crop preserver
Moses,
on the ark.
Yes, Moses parted the Red Sea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I know.
And on the ark, they used that preserver also on the lion's testicles as well to keep them firm while they were during the flood. Yeah,
you had to do something to keep them.
They needed to repopulate afterward. You got to keep those testes solid.
What flooded everything?
The water.
Massive rainstorm.
What was this flood?
It was massive rainstorm.
Big flood.
And who was this Noah guy who only took animals?
He was something else. He was something else. It was a pretty big boat.
A really big boat. It was a really big boat.
Really big boat, right?
He said we need a bigger boat, and they got a bigger boat.
Sweet.
And if you have really big balls, Manscaped Pack is going to work for you too. All right. So trim those animals, you filthy animal. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Promo code OBB. Now we talked about the balls, and it's
talking about the
package. The package.
NHL is back. They had their all-star break. They are back in session. And if you guys haven't been paying attention to Beating the Bookies soccer run,
he's been on fire lately.
Out of control. And today would be Wednesday. So we're giving you an extra day to get into the waste management. Our boy Novak out there in Phoenix. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's the first time he's ever played in that event. He's stoked. That is, it is the funnest. Is that a word? Most fun.
What is the hole with the stadium hole? The 16th. Par 3.
Yeah, 16th out there. Par 3 stadium hole. Hole in one, and the place is doused. Mm-hmm. with beer cans. Like just utter insanity.
Happy Gilmore?
Utter insanity. Have you never seen that, Ro?
What, Happy Gilmore? Many times. Oh, speaking of Happy Gilmore, I'm sorry. I know this is an ad spot.
Oh, yeah.
We got to tip our cup
Yeah.
to Chubbs.
Oh, man.
Legendary actor, Apollo Creed.
Carl
He
Weathers.
was also in The Mandalorian.
Mhm.
Carl Weathers. Responsible for one of the single greatest memes of all time. You know, him and Arnold Schwarzenegger like joining massive biceps. But, you know, part of our childhood died, boys. Part of our childhood keeps dying.
Yeah, I know. I was going to
Great,
say,
bro.
it's like an
Thanks for
every
bringing
other
that
week
up.
scenario right now.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty soon,
All
maybe
right.
one of us. You never know.
Well, betting the bookie's got some odds on it. So here we go.
All right.
All right.
BeatingTheBookie.com. At Beating the Bookie, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow for your free plays. Bange.
So, our boy Alonzo, set Kane's Twitter on fire yesterday when he goes ahead and tweets out simply the satellite image of a Category 5 hurricane.
Okay.
You then had our boys over at Kane's Insight retweet it saying, interesting tweet from Alonzo Highsmith. Don't think he's talking about the weather. And then Alonzo replies to that tweet saying, hurricanes can go from a Category 1 to a 6 overnight. And then with the 100 GIF on there.
Yeah.
Or emoji, I should say. So obviously we know that programs can go from 1 to 6. We saw TCU do it a couple of years ago. Then they hit it, they hit land and they disintegrated rather quickly. But you talked about the roster and the amount of the talent that has come in over the last 3 years, talking about how the first 2 years have been somewhat disappointing from a record standpoint, and that this would be the year to step forward. That we're kind of looking for that. Zoe tweets out that you can go from a 1 to a 6 overnight. He's kind of flaming the flames of like a 9-10 win season, is he not?
He's insinuating it.
He is.
Lord knows we need it, because as I was talking about, don't be a fan later, I realized, first of all, as we get into this conversation, this like armband, this says renewed. Remember when Al Golden was here and this was like, we got, so that's this, right?
Bro, I remember his introductory press conference and I was ready to run through a wall.
And this is my University of Miami signed football by none other than Tyler Van Dyke, which he's now going to be a quarterback for Wisconsin. So I've definitely been a fan. And yes, Alonzo, whatever you're stoking, I'm here to reap the benefits of its warmth. Because if you want to give me up, I mean, you would have it. You know what it's supposed to look like. You know what a pinnacle roster feels like. You've seen them on your level at the NFL. Sure, why not? Let's go. Build up the roster. Get the coaching right. Know when to kneel. I don't know what to tell you. Just put it together. That's all we're asking you. Put it together. Make it a reality. I want to preach like we preach for the Manscaped promo for that. Please. Please, I'm begging you. We all need it at this point. You know, with a 12-team playoff, it's manageable now. You have the better chances to get into a college playoff as a Miami Hurricane fan than you ever have just by sheer statistic of number. Let's go.
Somebody find me a thimble.
Okay, Thumbelina.
Thumbelina.
I know, but it was a play
That was
on
my
words.
sister's favorite book as a kid.
Thumbelina?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi, Thumbelina.
Thumbelina. Yeah, listen, man. I mean, that the biggest thing is that if it goes to a 6, you just got to maintain it. We don't want it to run into land, like keep it offshore so it keeps churning for years and years and years. And but yeah, listen now. So here's my question: does Zoe believe that legitimately in his heart, or is he tweeting that out just to satisfy the fan base?
He doesn't work on those pretenses. We've interviewed.
I think he firmly believes it.
Yeah,
he has no interest in doing that shit.
Okay.
That is the man that quintessentially said, "Get that stupid turnover chain out of here." It's Mario. It was Mario's call too, but you know Alonzo where he felt on that.
They saw eye to eye on that.
Yeah, that
Look,
was an easy call for those two.
Yeah,
I'm guessing there was never a subject that they agreed more on than elimination of the turnover.
Oh, and running the football on 4th and 2. That one is too. They're going to make similar calls. They're going to make similar calls. Hand the ball off, said the offensive lineman and a former running back. Of course.
Zoe has been very quiet since he's been here.
Yep.
Right. I mean, he's been very quiet. He doesn't stoke the flames. He doesn't poke the bear. He's just there to make this program look like he knows something that resembles when he was here. So for him to do that, he's working on it. And he's not interested in that whole. To be quite honest with you, I'm surprised he has an account on Twitter. So for him to put that out there, I believe that he believes in his heart of hearts that he is seeing something special behind the scenes that we don't get to see every day. So it's exciting. It is exciting because we'd all love to see it again.
See every day, bro. We haven't seen it in 20 years.
Don't be a fan later, though.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. Hey, let me know. Let me know when. Let me know when I can hop on board.
Okay. Absolutely.
Scoop will bust out his conductor hat again.
I will. It's right next to me. It's right there.
Any other Kane stuff you want to hit before we get into some non-Kane stuff?
I had a fun question.
Okay.
Who's the better recruiter at their respective position? Mario at the offensive line or Jason Taylor at the defensive line?
It's an impossible question. I was going to just immediately say Jason Taylor.
But that's the answer. Can you give that much credit to Jason Taylor? Because with Mario Cristobal's track record to even be like where we're debating this, it shouldn't even be a debate, but that's how
it shouldn't be.
And that's how
But the guy just signed the best class in the country his first year on the job.
Well,
and you know he's going to do it again.
But I think that's the little red flag is that Mario has a 20-year track record of developing and recruiting elite offensive linemen that he sends to the league. Jason Taylor has a year. So
after
phenomenal.
20 years,
I think the sky's the limit, but I'm just saying I'm not quite ready to anoint him an equal in that regard. Give me one more year of that.
And then I'll erase all 20 years.
Then you're past him. I'll put you number one.
Good.
Give me one more year.
Good.
It's crazy to even consider that.
It is.
But you've got two of the best recruiters at their position group in the country, and aside from quarterback, the most important position group on the team.
The trenches, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
The trenches.
Okay. Good.
It works. All right.
Give me
anything else?
I'm good, Poppy.
All right. So I got a couple things here for you.
Ooh.
First, we talked about this when it first broke, just very briefly, kind of joking, but now it's being funded and they're looking to launch this by 2025. And this would be the enhanced games. So athletes that have enhanced themselves with stimulants and otherwise banned substances in pro sports, bodybuilders, this and that, would go ahead and be fully enhanced using as many HGHs as they want and compete. How interested are you in seeing that? Seeing what the human body can get to.
What? Hold on a second.
What sports?
Yeah. What are you talking
This is Olympic sports. So this would be like track and field. Like Olympic sports.
Yeah,
so
I'm in for that.
All that stuff.
I'm in for that.
So
I want to see
guy
how fast
funding
they
it
can run.
is billionaire Peter Thiel, whatever it is. But they want to launch it by 2025. It would be swimming, gymnastics, weightlifting, track and field, and combat.
What do you mean combat?
It just says combat.
Now, is there a caveat here for future growth and expansion for like cybernetic limbs?
I don't know. Well, you would think if it's enhanced, that would be permitted at some point.
That's enhanced. That is enhanced.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to see track and field.
It'd be the Ben Johnson games.
To go back to the original question, are you intrigued? Cue Poppy. I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
I think I would watch it.
Yes, me too. Especially the combat one where these guys are just jacked.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, imagine the weightlifters.
Could you just imagine this? They come into the ring. The ref is like looking. They're staring at the other guy, and they're like, "Hold on, let's just go. Just eight ball that bitch right there."
I mean, is there no limit to this stuff?
Yes. There's no limit. I don't think. Yeah.
Hold on. You can't do drugs while on the mat.
Okay.
No,
Drugs have to be no drugs consumed
Before
up to
you
30
get in.
minutes before the event. Yeah.
Oh, well, come on, Debbie Downer.
There has to be a limit here.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is
There's
amazing.
a horse that's competing.
There you go. There you go.
I want to see the weightlifters, bro. The weightlifters will be gigantic. There'll be muscles everywhere.
Yeah, but at what point do they say?
It's like Mr. Universe.
Let's think about this. Like you're training.
Yeah.
You obviously have maybe an Olympic potential. I'm not saying it's realistic, but at what point do you like diverge on the road of, yeah, I'm just going to be like, an enhanced Olympian at this point? Like, nah, let me just shatter all the known records to man. Barry Bonds' 70 home runs. Watch me hit 180.
Well, but here's the thing.
He was enhanced too.
That there would be a guy or a woman that would take it too far to the point that their body couldn't handle it and just they die.
Correct. On the mat.
Right there.
Right there.
And I'll be watching every second of it.
Hey, Ro, get out there and help that guy.
Oh, wow. He just had a heart attack.
Medical personnel out here.
Oh, yeah.
I like
That's
this.
insane.
I'm very
insane.
I mean, very entertaining for us to talk about anyway.
All right.
Very intrigued.
I like that.
Get us to host that. I think we can do
there
it.
you go.
Oh, we could do that.
Who does host that? And does
We do.
like what network signs?
Yeah,
what
we do.
network-
Yeah.
What network does
Watch
that?
this.
Probably
That
Netflix.
is definitely not an ESPN thing.
No, that's
I
a
could see-
streamer.
I could see Fox.
I can see Fox or maybe like one of the small streamers, like
Sure.
Fubo.
Spike TV.
Spike
Sling.
TV. Is
Spike
that even still a
TV.
thing?
Spike TV.
All day. Sling TV.
Sling TV. All right. The other thing I want to bring up to you guys, and this is
Whoa.
sorry about that.
You all
Wow.
right?
This has been fascinating me since it happened. I mean, it's morbid.
BTB just set his odds a little higher.
Right, exactly. So the 3 Kansas City Chief fans that went to their buddy's house to watch a game and froze to death in the backyard.
yeah. Fill me in.
Whoa,
Hold on.
right.
Hold on.
What kind
Say
of
it
buddy
again.
is that? What kind of buddy?
So here's what happened.
So, yeah, listen to this story.
So this were 3 friends, Kansas City Chief fans, went over to their buddy's house, and this was for the Chiefs and the Chargers game like a month ago. Okay, they're in Kansas City, and it's like sub-zero temperatures or whatever. So the 3 guys show up with a 4th friend. They're watching the game, this and that. Midnight comes around. One of the guys leaves, goes home. Then the other 3 guys are like, all right, we're getting out of here as well. The guy that lives at the house goes to sleep. He works from home, so he doesn't leave the house. He works from home and works for a hospital in New York, but he lives in Kansas City. So he goes to sleep, and he wakes up in the next day in the afternoon, like on a Monday, does his work from home, and then goes back to sleep. Tuesday comes around. Fiance for one of the 3 guys shows up at this guy's house, goes around back and sees the 3 dead bodies in the backyard, frozen to death. One of them is her fiance. Calls the cops. This guy inside the house has no fucking clue his 3 friends are dead out in the back.
So many questions.
So, right, like how, like so. First of all, you guys were leaving the house. Like, I don't understand how you stay in the backyard and freeze to death when you could just like walk. I don't understand what's going on.
Any of it.
I don't understand any of it.
Like, how do they just sit down and all pass out?
Right.
I just think it probably was a bet that got way out of hand. Like, we're going to do a staring contest in 0-degree weather, and whoever moves first is a complete pussy. And then eventually Steve's looking at Bill. Wow, Bill's really good at this game.
Uh-huh.
He's expressionless. Well, I can't let him beat me.
I don't want to be a pussy.
So it was strictly just a stupid.
Now you
guy
know
thing.
why women live longer than men.
That's right.
Wow.
Exhibit A.
That's what it was.
So, my goodness.
Speaking of, we were trying to help some friends. Hold on, I want to get back on this, but we were trying to help some friends in their Italy trip, and we're talking. And we told them you have to go to Positano, right? I mean, it's you're going to go. I mean, Ro, you've been there. If you're going to go, you got to go to the Amalfi Coast. You got to go to Positano, and they were doing some other stuff. We're like, no. I'm like, turn around. And the wife is going, I can't. Like, every time you say this, all I can hear from you is pussy. And I said, yeah, no, it's Italian. It's Italian pussy. Pussy of Italy.
Sure. We'll go with that.
And so, like, every time she says it, she writes Pussitano
Yeah.
in the text.
A poi sitano.
Huh?
Exactly.
So anyway, so is this guy in trouble?
No, he hasn't
he's
been
going to get
arrested.
investigated.
Not
They're
charged with a
investigate
crime.
him.
They found the investigators right now say there's no indication of any foul play. Now, one of the dead people's parents, father, thinks that the three guys saw something they shouldn't have seen. But these four dudes had been friends for like 20 years.
What do you mean they saw something they shouldn't have seen?
And what, he laced him up?
I get, like, listen, man, who knows? His son died. He doesn't know why. He's grasping at straws.
Tragic.
But there's no evidence to show any foul play thus far. And this guy's sleeping in his house for 2 days and not even realizing his friends are dead in the backyard.
Nah. This dude drugged these guys. I mean, there's no way. It's impossible. Other than what Roe told you, any other scenario is impossible unless they were drugged.
So let me throw this now. This is what you didn't know. Toxicology reports have not been released to the public, but apparently, according to one of the families in a leak, cocaine was found in the systems of all three. So that ain't go to sleep drug. That's I'm gonna go walk to a gas station because I'm cold drug.
That's about to I'm gonna compete in the enhanced games.
Right, exactly.
That's what that is. That's
exactly. Drug. That's not I'm sitting still doing a staring contest drug.
And it's cocaine laced with fentanyl, dude. They OD'd.
Maybe,
they all sat down, OD'd, and froze their balls to sleep.
Could be. That could be fentanyl. Yeah. Who knows?
You know that now I could say that. Hey, boys, let's take a roadie. Come on, let's take a roadie.
Right. Oh wait, I'm tired. Give me a second. They're sitting right there. Give me a second. They all hit
bump.
It. Boom.
Yeah.
All three back to back.
Done. Just fucking cook their brains.
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs.
Wow. And then they're outside, and then they froze to death. And the buddy didn't know anything.
No fucking clue, man.
That's not a good friend.
Because they had left.
Yeah. So he went to sleep. He passed out.
He didn't hit it. He didn't bump it because he was upstairs.
Remember the last, I just said a story, random feel-good story about the guy with the mention his friends. That is not this guy.
That's not this guy.
No. Negatory.
Right. Yeah, that story's been fascinating me for the better part of 3 weeks now.
Thanks.
And if it's in sub-zero, I mean, why is he going outside? You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't go. I wouldn't go outside.
Right. No, you're not going outside.
I mean, if you're a really good friend, you're like, boys, don't do that bump outside. Do it in here where it's warm.
Well, if you're a really good friend, you think that he would have at least reached out to these idiots the next day.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, how you guys doing?
Did you guys get home all right?
Yeah.
Right.
What's
Nothing.
up?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Bad friend.
Shit friend.
All right. You want to do 5 questions?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do this shit.
5 questions.
Friendly reminder before we get into that. Hold on. Friendly reminder. If y'all want to join our Discord chat, not a problem. Just hit us up, DM us on Twitter, and we'll let you into the Discord chat that is now open to the public and free.
Ooh.
That's it.
It's free. It's free. Free. Okay. What are your thoughts on Chili's?
So I don't know who. Well, yeah, I think it was Scoop that did the initial one. Whoever said that the Southwest, the egg rolls, those are fucking fire, bro.
1,000% fire.
Fire, bro.
Agree completely.
Like, and I know that there's frozen pre-made shit, but that shit is fire.
And the fajitas are low-key good.
So
chicken enchilada soup is really good.
The potato soup's not bad either.
Listen, I'll rip Applebee's all day, but I can't rip Chili's, man. Like, I've been to Chili's and I don't have an issue with Chili's.
Same.
I used to go to Chili's. I'm not saying that I haven't been to Chili's. Ro and I used to go to Chili's all the time. I just think it's a shit restaurant. Now, I do. I mean, it's not. Look, what I find funny is that everyone thought it was you, which is, I think that's great.
I
think
knew it was you.
Yeah, I know
I
you
knew
did.
it was you.
But here's my thing.
I don't understand how people thought it was anybody but you.
I don't know either. But for me, it's like, bro, your entire brand is based on baby back ribs. Your whole brand, that's all anybody knows of you. And your ribs suck.
You got a point there.
Yeah,
I don't go to Chili's for the ribs.
Yeah, neither do I.
If you want to brand yourself, maybe talk about this. I mean, maybe they should do like a Cinco de Mayo Southwest egg roll fucking music.
See, you bring up an interesting point. Because that's one of those instances where marketing was way too good. Like, guys, they're actually coming here for the ribs. And I don't know if you know this or not, but they suck.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
I've never ordered the ribs there.
They outkick their coverage. I want on my baby back chilies. And then
brilliant.
Yeah, they probably the guy who signed off on that was probably like, sauce. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of catchy. Sauce. We need to up our brand on the ribs. I mean, it's low on the sales chart. Yeah, let it go to post. Our
ribs suck, but the song is too good. The song is
too good.
Too good.
And then this happens. Yeah. Holy shit! They actually come here for the ribs.
All right, so listen, hold on. So sidetrack, and I know Ro didn't watch it, but Scoop Jenners, did you watch the inaugural episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No,
I haven't yet.
Oh my God! So there's a jingle in there that Tracy Ullman is just singing the entire show. The fucking goddamn J.G. Wentworth. J.G. Wentworth. 877 now. Cash now. 877 cash now. Fucking oh my God, jingles, bro. There's something to be said about jingles.
Charlie Harper.
I was gonna say he made a killing off that, man.
Yes,
nice little pad in Malibu Beach.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Harper killed it, bro. Mm-hmm. Charlie Harper killed it.
So, all right, Ro, what's up next?
Number 2. What's your comfort show?
Easy for me.
That's a good question.
So for comfort show, I'm talking like, is it a show that you actually watch or the show that you kind of have on in the background as you're on your phone scrolling on the couch, like, but not really watching? You know what I'm saying?
It's a TV show, correct?
Right.
Correct.
I mean, so for me, the two shows that are on our TV the most, whether we're watching them or just scrolling on our phones, ignoring them, would be Seinfeld and Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this in the past. I hear that theme song and I just go into a comfort zone. Thank you for being a friend.
Nick at Night.
Yeah. Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Comfort show all day.
Gotcha.
Just brings me back.
Scoop.
Yeah, this is a good one. I don't necessarily know comfort show because then you have to be able to watch reruns. So, you know what show I really liked, and I think that I was going to say Cheers, but I have a different one. I'm going to say, oh, no, I don't know. Go ahead, Jenners. I'm going to figure this out. Oh, I know what I like.
Go for it.
Frasier.
Okay.
Frasier's really good, like low-key good.
They made a reboot of that, right? It's coming back?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
already back. It's on Paramount.
It's on Paramount.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer's great.
Toast had one of mine, Seinfeld. We're rewatching Seinfeld from the beginning.
Oh,
first couple seasons are weird, but by season 3, it hits its stride. Like
there's a lot of shows who do that.
Good.
There's a lot of shows that do that.
Well, you got to remember, dude, the first year of that show, it did not do well in the ratings. Neither did Cheers.
Well, the first season of Seinfeld is nothing like what the show becomes in all the later. It's so
odd. The very first episode doesn't even have Elaine.
No,
it's in that different restaurant with a different waitress.
Kramer's completely different.
Yes.
Everything's weird.
Yes,
everything's weird. You watch the first episode, you're like, how did this get picked up?
The Seinfeld Chronicles. That was the original name.
Was it really?
The first episode is called the Seinfeld Chronicles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seinfeld or The Office, either one of those.
I never really watched The Office.
I never really watched The Office either. I will tell you what,
The
though,
Office.
If you watch it, it's funny as shit.
It's great.
Like, so I don't know why I didn't watch it, considering how funny it really is.
I think I didn't watch it because of the premise of them kept like breaking the third wall on it.
Bro, you didn't watch it because of the uncomfortableness. It's one of those shows.
That's true. It is super uncomfortable.
Oh, Steve Carell is cringe.
Steve Carell's like,
the whole show.
Cringe.
Yeah, he's worse.
But he makes the show.
It was weird. It was. I've seen clips of it. I've seen the CPR clip. I've seen it, and it's hysterical. But the whole like looking into the screen, talking through the third wall as constantly as they did it, just
I thought that was actually pretty funny.
I mean, it is funny and smart. I think they were doing a documentary while they were doing a show, so that was the premise of it.
Even if not talking to it, just looking at the camera and making expressions, I think that's
John Krasinski was great at that.
That's all he
pretty
did.
damn good.
That's the whole show.
That's all he did, basically, yes.
Question number 3. Which hobby is a big green flag in women?
A green flag in women.
Yeah, not a red flag, a green flag.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Go.
I will say it's a green flag if her hobby is reading books.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's a green flag if her
Why? Hold
hobby
on.
is
Hold
okay.
on. Why?
Well, first of all, you get a good inclination, especially on the books that she's reading, right? So it's a green flag, and you get to kind of have a little voyeuristic tendency into her soul because you get to see what she likes to read.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not overly obsessed on social media.
Mm-hmm.
She's capable of being by herself. She's capable of thought. It's an intelligent style hobby. It's not.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's more green flags than red flag if she's a book reader.
I agree.
What if the books that
boring,
she
but
read
it's
are
okay.
all biographies of serial killers?
Yeah.
Then you run the other way.
Hey,
That's also every woman right now. They're all into the true crime.
How to
crime
get
murder
away with
stuff.
get away with murder.
Right?
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable how much my mom used to watch that show.
Bro,
Hey.
my wife has told me I could have you dead in 10 different ways they'd never know how.
Oh, Jen and Shannon should have a
Son of-
talk. Yeah.
Oh my
Same
God.
Especially with the Everglades right here.
Jenners,
She watches
Jenners,
more Dateline than I
Jenners. They already have.
can. They have plans. They've already made plans.
Uh-huh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fascinated by that stuff. It is pretty fascinating.
It is.
Like, he's some sick motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And it fascinates me. Like, how those brains work like that. What?
I'm going with green flag thing is if you get a girl that's into yoga. Because generally it means they've got a nice ass and they are doing physical activity at least a couple of times a week, so they have energy and stuff, and they're limber.
And the pants.
Yeah.
The pants.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
listen,
just
yoga
because they
are
wear
now-
pants.
Pants.
Bro.
Just
And
because we're
especially now when they got
Can
the
we
cell phone
agree?
little pocket there on the side. I mean, it's basically the official pant of a
Can we
woman.
agree as men? Can we agree as men that whoever invented yoga pants, that we just give that motherfucker the Nobel Peace Prize?
Build a statue.
Build a statue.
in perpetuity.
Build him
Yeah.
a statue.
Name a
Seriously.
school after him.
Never doesn't get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Name a school, universities, have a holiday after this
But
man.
it's just the fact that women, it seems as if about basically 90% of the female population on the planet has been like, oh yeah, no, this is what we want to wear. Like, it is just, they all wear them all the time. Everywhere you see yoga pants on the airplane, at church, at the restaurant, you see yoga pants.
They're comfortable.
They can wear like a long blouse over the top of them, and then they can go to a fancier place as well. They can literally wear them everywhere.
But it's problematic because a lot should and a lot shouldn't. So
Well, listen, but that's true with everyone. Like you have,
Hey,
we got in
Just
South
look at
Florida, we
our
got
title last
It's
week.
not
Just
all
look
great
at-
out there.
No,
Not
There
all
it is.
great out
There it is.
You know, Jenners, in South Florida, there's plenty of women that choose to squeeze into outfits
yeah.
they shouldn't be squeezing into.
come visit a Walmart in Atlanta sometime.
Oh, I
Let's
mean,
have a
come on,
conversation.
bro. There's
I
no
love
mystery.
Walmart.
Yeah.
I loved it.
You got skin and stretchy pants everywhere.
Oh my God. What was the question?
Who cares?
Who cares?
No, what is a green flag hobby?
There
in
you
a
go.
woman?
Playing golf.
Oh,
That
Just
is
the ability,
that's
the
actually
ability, the
pretty good.
ability to understand it, watch it, talk about it. We had golf balls delivered today. Kenzie needed some, and I'm going away, so I needed some, and they're a little different. Some Bridgestones that we got, a little bit different on the coating. And Kenzie takes it out of the box, and she's sitting in the truck, and Steph's in the driver's seat. She takes it out of the box. She's like, "That's so interesting," and she's looking at it because it's different than what she usually plays. And I'm looking at it, and she's looking at it. She's pointing out, and Steph goes, "Are the two of you seriously geeking out over a golf ball right now?" I said, "Yeah, we are. Yeah."
that's great.
Green flag.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right.
Jenners?
Mine's easy because my wife does it all the time. A woman who can quote movies.
Oh,
Ooh. And I will
Just a
constitute
woman
that
who can drop quality movie quotes.
as a
That's-
hobby.
As a hobby. Oh, 100%.
What is she quoting the most? Like, what is she quoting?
Oh, God. What does Shannon quote a lot?
Is
Tommy
it
Boy.
comedies or dramas?
Clue. Oh, mostly goofy old comedies.
Okay.
Almost always.
Tommy
Spaceballs, Tommy Boy. Forget it. Clue is a big one.
Fucking Spaceballs got so many great quotes in it.
Oh, my God. All the time.
We ain't found shit.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? I mean, they gave him the name for that one line in the movie.
Check, please.
Oh, man.
Such a good movie. Okay. Speaking of Spaceballs, if you had the opportunity to leave an object on the Martian surface solely to bewilder NASA scientists, what would you choose?
Have we done this question before?
I don't think so.
I would okay. I would leave a teddy bear dressed in a Chili's waiter outfit.
Okay. Totally
Why?
random.
Yeah.
Why?
How did it get there?
Why?
Why is there a teddy bear with a Chili's vest on Mars?
With all that flair.
Yeah, just sitting there, all the flair. Oh, there's buttons all over him. Absolutely. Yeah, it's like Jennifer Aniston.
I'm gonna go. Oh, I had two. I'm gonna go with a lug nut.
Random.
Like one of the four that were never put on that plane that the door fell off of.
Something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Just so they're like, where the fuck did this come from?
Wow. Yeah.
What is missing this?
Mm-hmm.
Jenners?
How about like a Chinese flag? Just to send the world into chaos. They've been there? Do they own it? Is that why we call it the Red Planet?
Where all your products come from.
I kind of teased my answer on this, but I'm going to get one obnoxiously large pick, and I'm going to dig it right into the surface, and then I'm just going to walk away. We ain't found shit.
So, jumping off of Jenner's answer, what if it was the flag of like an obscure country like Liechtenstein?
That's even better.
Ghana. What?
All right, plant your flags.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm nominating Jamaica. I just
Panama.
And there's a bobsled up there as well.
Jamaicans on Mars.
Jamaica me crazy.
Oh my God.
Goodness. All right. This is question 5, I believe, right? This 4.
4.
What did you waste money on that makes you sick even today?
I know. I got one.
Okay. Go.
Long time ago, but I bought I bought it to eat it, and it was the baby back ribs from Chili's.
You knew there was going to be a
They got him with the jingle.
You sure it wasn't
Got him with the jingle.
how much you paid for the Netflix special to watch Hillary Clinton?
Still pissed off about it. I don't pay to watch her. She's free.
She ain't free.
She's rent free.
Oh God.
So for me, my first deposit I wanted to build a pool, and I put a deposit down for the pool company, the largest pool builder in Florida. And when they didn't call back and went bankrupt, I got that still bothers me to this day. It was a hefty deposit too.
All right. For me, I guess it would be just the number. I am famous for, and it really pisses my wife off from time to time. I will absolutely do the fucking free trial and then forget to cancel it right before it fucking hits the credit card. So there's always random like $19.99 charges. They're like, oh man, I meant to cancel that shit. And I can't just imagine how much money I pissed away on that shit over the years.
Oh, so you did it at Bally's when you watched the Hurricanes game?
Oh, bro, I had memberships back when they were binding contracts. Yeah. And you would have to pay that shit for 2 years, regardless of whether you win. You couldn't just back out like going to UFIT now.
Oh no. No, you got to put it in your calendar on your phone.
I know.
With an
Now I do.
alert.
Now I do. Yes. Now I
Okay.
do. Yeah. 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 All right. Jenners.
Mayweather McGregor.
Oh my God. That's a great one.
I paid for Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. It was like $89 or some shit.
Yeah, it was.
It was a complete and total waste of time. I hated every second of it. And I kicked myself the whole time. You paid for this, you idiot.
Do you guys, a follow-up to that, is there something that you know that you currently pay for on a monthly basis, even though you don't use it, and you should cancel it, but you just don't? Anything like that? I have one. And every month I get my email and I'm like, God damn it, I did it again. It's been going on forever.
What?
It's a stretching app, like a kind of a yoga stretch, because I
gotcha.
use it, but I don't use it enough.
Gotcha. So you can go into your iPhone, go into subscriptions.
Cannot.
You can't?
They make you call.
Oh.
And I just never get on the phone to call.
I would never call. How much
You have to call. I cannot cancel.
How much
on my
you paying
phone.
a month?
For me,
it's like $10.
For me, answering that question, the missus, she has an addiction to the emotional porno channel. I don't know if you know this, but the emotional porno channel known as Hallmark.
Hallmark, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah, I buy the Friendly app, but YouTube TV now carries Hallmark, and I still pay for the Friendly app.
There you go. See?
So thanks.
There's one right there.
I have to cancel the Friendly app.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, boys. That's the show. Hey, listen, a little breaking news while we were doing this. ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers to launch a sports streaming platform in the fall that will include offerings from at least 15 networks in all 4 major professional sports leagues. So a one-stop app to view most sports is what they're saying.
There's your answer. They're handling the steroid games.
Yeah.
Well, and that's going to be a subscription that I'm absolutely going to be tacking onto the credit card.
I wonder if the steroid games
because I'm going to want to watch sports.
Go into the Hunger Games.
But you have sports now.
Right, but if they're on this, they're not going to be on other things that we already have. Like I'm telling you right now, this is the downfall. ESPN app's going to go away in the next number of years.
I don't watch
it's
ESPN,
a shit app.
So, but you think that that YouTube's not going to still have what they have because ESPN and whoever else?
Well, no. In terms of watching, but YouTube doesn't have everything. I mean, there's stuff that YouTube does not have that I can't watch. I can't watch Premier League games on YouTube. I can't watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube. There's stuff that's exclusive to streaming apps like.
I just don't watch enough
stuff.
TV, I guess.
Yeah. I think I'm reading the room right, and we're not habitual watchers of ESPN anymore, right?
No,
man, I haven't watched. I literally haven't watched.
So this is a live sporting event.
Okay,
right.
Which granted, but let me ask you a question: who was the last duo? Because they were known for their iconic duos on the Big Show.
Yeah.
What was the last iconic duo that you watched before you had enough?
On SportsCenter?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was whoever Van Pelt was with.
Was that Butchergross?
I don't remember who he was with.
Yeah, he was with Bucci a lot.
Van Pelt was the last guy that I had watched.
Yeah, I got you.
Van Pelt was with Kenny Mayne for a little bit.
Kenny Mayne for a while. But I think he was with somebody else after.
But then after
Van Pelt he did it by himself.
Jamel and now he does the nighttime SportsCenter by himself.
Yeah.
Every night, yeah. Dude, I haven't watched the awesome. 5 o'clock SportsCenter in friggin' 5 years.
Oh my God. I literally haven't watched a show on that set from a live TV event in 10, 15 years. Like literally.
I still automatically record PTI. I watch that occasionally.
I would sit there and say the last one. I'm sure there was others after that, but it's been a while for me because it just wasn't the same. But for me, it was Rich Eisen and Stuart Scott.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like after
Stuart
that,
Scott was the last guy I remember watching.
Like that was the last iconic duo, and I think when Rich Eisen went to the NFL Network, it's been there for like 10 years.
Yeah.
He became the face and the flagship for the NFL Network. I think that was it for me.
He's still on there.
Done.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. And he's got a podcast, but he's the head guy for the NFL Network.
Mm-hmm.
He's just running that ship, huh?
He's basically running that ship. Yeah, he's been there since. He has been there since 2003, dude. So 20 years.
20 years.
I said 10. He's been there 20.
Yeah.
That should
20.
go.
So Van Pelt was after him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember Van Pelt when he had hair.
He did.
Right?
He did.
He did have hair back a long time ago. Yeah, dude. Eisen, remember he got famous with the NFL because he did the 40.
Yep.
At the combine, and that's kind of what
that was the logo for his show. Was it
solidified? Yeah, solidified.
And I remember
stardom.
too, like when Rich Eisen went to the NFL Network, I was like, oh, man, that's a dumb move. I mean, like
a lot of people thought it was a dumb move.
You don't leave ESPN. That's the flagship. That's the mothership, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, so,
and now look who's laughing.
So, the Rich Eisen show, the podcast TV show, launched in 2014. So that's been 10 years. But he's been at the NFL Network for 20. Yeah. Good shit.
All right,
boys. What do you want to name this thing?
Jenners?
I've got a bunch of stuff written down.
Do you?
I don't know if anything's going to stick. Don't be a fan later.
No.
Solid.
Somebody find me a thimble. I'll throw down 8-ball this bitch. Which I don't know.
It's so good, but
Jamaicans on Mars.
Jamaicans on Mars.
I kind of like that.
People are going to look at that sideways.
Yeah.
I had collectively bargained.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That's not bad.
I'm going with Jamaicans on Mars.
Jamaicans on Mars just made me giggle once I heard it.
There you go. And that's the only criteria.
People are not going to know how to take that title before they listen.
Oh, no, they're not.
They're not going to know what the hell's going on here. Yeah.
I mean, we
go
come
sideways.
If we're good for anything, we're good for that, right?
Yes.
It doesn't make sense. And after a while, once everything doesn't make sense, it starts to make sense.
There you go.
So,
all right, boys. So listen, next week we'll make sure that we have plenty of thimbles for Scoop to do his shots of Kool-Aid. Hope the arm feels better, buddy.
Thanks.
Yeah. Have fun and have fun with the paper mills.
Yeah.
As always. Go Canes.
Bange.